So I want you to meet Anya. We met Anya when she was about 12 years old. That was 3 years ago. This is Faith Woods for Mission Partners. And if you like our videos, you can click on the subscribe button below, or you can comment. We've been helping a ministry team who travels to a group of villages every week to run a children's outreach. MPI helps supply things like food for the families or evangelistic materials for their programs. Sometimes we bring gifts like teddy bears or Bibles for the kids. The local teams worked really hard to teach the children, pray with and counsel the parents. Things like unemployment, substance abuse, parental neglect, it's a huge problem in some of these smaller communities in Ukraine. That leaves children like Anya at terrible risk of inadequate education, teenage pregnancy, single parenthood, sometimes their own cyclical unemployment and substance abuse. These villages are places that are rife with systemic problems and very little hope. So that's what this team brings. They share the message of hope in the gospel of Christ. Each time that we're in the country, we join with this group to visit this group of villages and help with the outreach program. Anya always had such a sweet smile for us. She loves smiling and waving at the camera. Last summer in 2019, the team took Anya and a few of the other girls to a summer camp where they spent many hours pouring love into her. And in the fall of last year, an MPI mission team dug a new well for the family on their property. They had no clean running water at all on their property, and we just couldn't, let that go. We had to make sure that they had clean water. And after all the time and energy and love that's been poured into her life, Anya's heart began to change. She accepted Christ. Then she began reading her Bible to her sisters and telling her parents about Jesus. Now her whole family has not only accepted Christ, they were all baptized this past summer in 2020. This ministry is expanding like crazy. Our team has been so successful at building up these families that they're now reaching out to their own neighbors themselves. Now Anya is working hard to learn English. Her family is working on a new business with a greenhouse project, which they were only able to have because of the well that we helped them to put in. She's become a leader for the other children in her village. She teaches a Bible class on her own, sharing hope with the other children, just like someone did for her. You see, these kids, many of them preteen girls, they don't have to end up pregnant. Young teens in a broken family, single moms raising kids on their own with no hope of anything ever changing. Anya can tell them that because she's learned to trust in God for more herself. She learned that because someone cared enough to drive out to that village every single week to help her with school, make sure she and her family had food, and tell her over and over again how much she was loved by God. That love and compassion has now become so deeply embedded in her, and now it's been bubbling over to her family and now the other children in the community. A leader has been born out of the dust of that tiny, hopeless community. And it's a beautiful thing. That's why I'm passionate about what I do. I'll do everything I can to see people find that kind of hope, to see people's lives forever changed. It's worth every sacrifice I have to make. So there's no pretense here, no false marketing jargon, no click here to receive your blessing from God. It's just me telling you that making a difference for the Anyas of the world is not only possible, it's an incredible joy, but it's also the honest truth that we can't keep impacting lives like Anya's without the help of people who share in our vision and passion. We can only continue with prayer support, financial support. If you would like to read more stories, you can link to my blog with the link at the top there, or if you just want to learn more about what we do, you can click on the website link here. Seek us out. Find out more about the Anyas in this world that we've helped. Do that research. Feel free to chat with us anytime. We're also on Facebook and Instagram. Well, goodbye for now. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.